Hello everyone, I'm Woman International Master Knarik and I'm using the chesswithknarik.com website to record this video. I would also like to introduce to you our new website, chess.ie, and we are publishing this new website and constantly working to add new features in it, so always keep on checking the website. And in this video, I would like we talk about quiet moves. And what are quiet moves? A quiet move is a move where we don't capture, we don't check, and we don't create any threats. So it's just a move that we play that on its own looks like we're not really doing anything dangerous, but after playing that move, our position will be winning. We will have a winning position. So let's see this position. We're evaluating first the position to understand what's happening. Looking at the material, we can say that white has a knight and one pawn versus black that has a rook. So we're basically 1 point down with white. On the other hand, there are other things to consider here. Yes, so we can capture the pawn right now with a check that's on g7, which can be a candidate move for us to think about because it's a check, it's a capture. It should be one of the top moves that we should think about. And we can notice that after capturing there, the black king is going to get close to our knight. And later, black is going to just activate the rook and, of course, try to use it also. Since it's a rook, that's the advantage that black has. They're going to try to activate their rook and use it to either try to capture our pawns, and especially if black gets to capture our b pawn, that's going to be very dangerous for us. And on the other hand, capturing the g7 pawn, we did create a pass pawn on the h file, but that's going to be very difficult for us to use it for our advantage because the black king is close and can definitely stop that pawn from promoting. So let's go back. How about we think about something else that is important to notice in this position? If we look at the black rook does not have many safe squares to move to. If the black rook is going to move, and if black is going to use the rook is definitely moving only to c4, and then black is going to try to use it along the c file. So c4 is the only safe square that the black rook has. So what if here we try to trap this rook? We try to take away all the safe squares that this rook has. And how can we do that? If we simply play the pawn to b3, we take away the last safe square that this rook had. Now this rook is trapped and has no safe moves to do. Of course, the plan here is not to attack the rook, let's say, with our king on the next move, because if we do that, the black rook is going to have moves to do. But the idea is this. Once we play this move, pawn to b3, this move, if we look at it on its own, it is a quiet move because it's not checking, it's not capturing, it's not threatening anything. I don't want to capture any piece with this pawn. I'm not checking with this pawn. So this is a quiet move. On its own, it looks like it's a very simple move, just a pawn move. But now, if we look at the position, what is happening here? So as we said, the black rook has no safe moves to do. Then probably black is going to move the king. But what are the possible moves that the black king has? If the black king moves to d7, then we can see that there is a very nice fork on c5 with our knight, and we can capture the rook after that. While if we go back, and if the black king moves to f7, which is the only other possible move that the black king has, now there is a fork again, but this time on the g5 square. Again, we are checking and attacking the black rook, and we're winning the rook, definitely winning this game after that. So going back, then we can say that the rook has no safe moves to do. The king has no safe moves to do. So what else is left for black to play? Black is playing here only with the pawn. That's the only thing that's left. But then what's going to happen here? If black pushes this pawn once or twice, it doesn't really matter because even if the pawn is pushed twice, we can capture en passant. Or even if the pawn is pushed once, we're going to capture again on g6, and we're going to have the same position. Here we have captured that pawn and we have won that pawn. Now, sometimes, let's say in this case, if our opponent sacrifices a piece, maybe they're going to make their position much more comfortable. So maybe we would say that, okay, they sacrificed the pawn and now they will have more options of moves to play. But it's not the case here. We just captured the pawn, but black is still in the same trouble. Sacrificing that pawn didn't really improve their position. So either the king is going to move and black is going to be in a fork, or the rook is going to move and black is going to lose the rook. So anyways, this is winning for white. So if we go back and look at the initial position, playing pawn to b3 might look like not such an important move, but this quiet move helped us have a winning position and win this game.